What's up, guys? I am going to just tag a few people in this. Give me one moment. So people that said that they wanted to come are aware that I'm here. I'm doing it. Let's see. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Friday. Let me know if you're here. Drop your name in the comments because I can't actually see. I can't actually see who is watching, which is a little bit of a pain in the ass. But we move. So let me just tag a few people in here so that they get to see it, because lots of people want to see it. So there she is. Hey, Mia. Oh God, my microphone just is on the go. How's it going? I want to say it's on. Okay. I'm going to tag Kate in here because I know what she wanted to. Kate. Tara. And Mia's already here. Mia, how has your day been so far? Let me know. Oh, hey, Kyra, I just tagged you, but here you are. You're already here. Okay, let me just see who else is here. Who else I'm supposed to tag? Okay, we've got Kate, Jasmine. Okay. This is not easy, guys. It's not easy to manage to scroll up and down here. Jasmine, if you're here, let me know. All good. Glad it's Friday. 6 days of alcohol. Got Pepsi Max. Yeah. That's good. Wherever your goal is, Some people. Oh yeah, because are you doing dry January? Because I know a lot of people are, aren't they? Rebecca Green. Okay, guys, if you are watching this on the replay, obviously you just need to skip forward. You don't have to watch me type all these people in, unless you really want to. That's fine too. See my concentration face. Kaylee, Tori, Tori, Dry Jan. I haven't had a drink of alcohol. I haven't had a sip. Not even a sip since 2015, I think. Maybe 2016, something like that. Teetotal. Tori, Dawn. Okay. Dawn. Cheers. All right. Okay. I think I've tagged everyone in it. Apologies if I've not tagged you in this, but you wanted to come. It is not easy for me to skip across the screens. Okay. And while we're here, I'm going to head on to TikTok here and go live here as well. So I've stopped going live on Instagram. You may have noticed I've stopped going live on Instagram. Just fancy changing up a little bit, basically. So I'm just on TikTok now instead. My TikTok is going wild. If you are on TikTok, go have a little look at my pinned post. I really want to get up to 500,000 views. So if you can go watch it 500 times, that would be great. So today we are going to talk about eating out. And I put it on my poll this morning thinking that people were going to say, yeah, I want to learn about eating out and how to track. And 90% across the board, across everywhere that I put in my stories, they've said they don't want to track. So that's fine. I'll do whatever you want, guys. I will help you however you need help. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to you today about how to eat out without tracking. So yesterday, if you were on my stories, Cam and I did go out for lunch. And I do track, particularly because I'm really getting after my goal at the minute. Saying that, I did just have a chocolate donut, but I'm really getting after my goal at the minute. Shakira, how's it going? And I just wanted to, I want to be as precise as possible. So I'm going to give you 7 steps of what to do in order to get to your goal, but still eat out. Okay, so I'm going to just break it down into 7 easy steps for you without needing to track. If you want to track, I might throw in some tips. Let me know if you want to track. Pop it in the comments. So the first thing you need to do is understand the value of that meal. Okay, so if that means you are going out 3 times a week for lunch with your friends, the value isn't, it is valuable, but it's not massively valuable because you're doing it all the time. If someone makes, say this pen, there were only 3 in the whole world made. It wasn't, but just imagine that it was. This pen would be worth a ton more than it was already worth, okay? If they made 70 billion of these, it wouldn't be worth very much. So think about that as in your meal. If your meal is something that you don't get to do very often, maybe it's a date night, maybe you haven't seen your partner for ages, or your friends, or your parents, or the dog, wherever, someone's birthday, maybe like a big birthday, that has got a high value to you because you know it's going to mean a lot. You know that you're going to get the emotional connection out of it. You're going to catch up with your friends, your partner, your wife, wherever, whoever, your mum. So you need to know the value. And based on that is going to continue the rest of these questions. Okay, so I know that someone's written, I do want to get better on my tracking calories and eating out than tracking at home. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll talk about tracking as well at the end then. So if you say that I'm going to go out with, like I know one of my clients has got a birthday coming up, like a family birthday, and it's like a 60th or something like that. So I know that that is important to them. So that might be something that she's like, do you know what? I'm just going to let loose. I'm going to have a bloody good time. And I'm not going to panic. I'm just going to enjoy myself. And that's perfectly acceptable. You're allowed to go out and have 3 courses, have a side, have a drink, wherever you want. Unless you're Mia. Mia's doing dry January, so she can't have a drink. But if you are, then feel free. If it's something you're like, oh, do you know what? It's important. Like, I'm going to enjoy myself, but I can rein it in a little bit. My goal at the minute is more important than this night out or meal out or whatever. Then this is what you need to do, okay? So first of all, what is the value of the meal? What's the emotional value of the meal? Okay, is it really high or is it really low? Is it once in a blue moon? Is it something you do regularly? So ask yourself that. Number 2, eat a low calorie, or for the rest of the day, eat low calorie, high protein. Hey, Tori. So for the rest of the day, the number one mistake people make is they restrict all the food. They say, I'm not going to eat because I'm going out tonight. I'm not going to eat, not going to eat. Then they go out and they're so hungry that they eat everything. They're like engulfing all the food. They're like, and all the food is like going into their mouth. So you really need to not do that. You need to prepare yourself, okay? You want to go to the meal not hungry. You need to go, peckish, could eat kind of thing, but you don't want to go starving because that's when the trouble comes. So what would this look like? If I was going to do it personally, I would probably have something like a veggie and ham, a veggie and ham omelette for breakfast. So it's like high in, and most of it would be egg whites. So maybe I would drop the egg yolk out of 2 of the 4 eggs, for example. So I'd have 2 egg whites, 2 eggs in with some mushrooms, some tomatoes, some peppers, some ham or turkey ham, turkey bacon, something like that, low calorie, high protein. So that is breakfast or brunch. Maybe I try and hold off till brunch. And then maybe before I went out, maybe I'd have a protein shake, or maybe I'd have just some like a tin of tuna or something like that. So I'm just being filled up without the tons and tons and tons of calories. Okay, so something high protein, low-ish calories. That's personally what I would recommend. So number 2, the second option, you can do this in addition, actually. You don't have to do an option. You can do both. So calorie cycling. It is something that we talk about to our clients who are a little bit more advanced. But say you eat 2,000 calories a day. Okay, this is like just I'm trying to be as easy as it can for maths. It's like nearly 7 p.m. here. My brain is due to switch off. So say you eat 2,000 calories a day. That's 14,000 across the week, okay? If you take away 200 calories each day, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you're going out Saturday, for example, that is 1,000 calories you've saved or banked that you can now add on to Saturday, okay? So you're eating 2,000 a day normally. You're going to eat 1,800 for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you're saving, you're saving 1,000 calories that you're going to add on. So Saturday, you're going to eat 3,000 calories. Monday to Friday, 1,800. Sunday, back on 2,000, okay? Guys, let me know if that makes sense. Drop in the comments if you understand, if that makes sense, or if you need me to reiterate in another form. Hey, Scott. Scott's joined. Bless you. Yeah, let me know if that makes sense, guys. I will wait. Tilted. Okay, so that is the third option. So first of all, know your value of the meal. Second one is eat low calorie, high protein in the day. And then number 3 is your calorie cycling option. Number 4 is when you get there, now you're there, you're like, right. Sorry, Tori, yes, borrowing for the other days, but don't go too wild. Yeah, don't do like 500 calories. It's a bit ridiculous. You could do 300 maybe. So when you get there, you're like, right, I'm ready. I've had my high protein, low calorie meals, so I'm satiated and I'm ready to enjoy myself. What I would do, okay, I'm just going to talk from my experience. I would flick through and I would go for grilled meat. I would go for like grilled chicken or something like a steak, maybe a steak if I was feeling fancy. But that is going to be fairly low calories. It's going to be high protein. So what most people do is they're like, oh, do you know, I really fancy pasta. And then they'll look through the pasta, where what they should do is think about the protein source first. So this could be a steak. It could be a fancy burger. It could be, I'm going to have some sort of, I don't know, veggie protein, corn, some corn maybe. And then they have like the rest of it with it. So you're like, all right, I want chicken. So chicken comes with, I can have it with pasta. I can have it with veg, rice, whatever. And that's the way to do it. So I would flick through, I'd go to the meat, I'd go to the grilled chicken or steak. That's what I'd have. Then I would, to be honest, guys, I'd probably have it with chips. Like depending on where I was at and what I was doing, like I'd probably have it with chips. Okay. Amelia, drop me on TikTok, drop me a DM and I will get back to you. I'll get back to you straight after this. Okay, so the next thing is I would probably recommend skipping the starter, the side, and the dessert and the drink. You don't need all 4, okay? Again, think about your emotional value here. If that value of that meal is really important to you, go all out. I am not for once saying don't have any of them. I went out for Christmas dinner, Christmas lunch kind of thing with my family just before Christmas, obviously. And I didn't have a starter. I had a side and a main. And I don't think I had to do it because I was too full, but normally I would. So what you can have is maybe you're just going to go and you're going to, I'm going to have a starter and a main, or I'm going to have a side and a main, or I'm going to have a main and a dessert and a glass of wine, like whatever you want. But you don't have to go full hog. This is not the last time you're ever going to go for food ever in your whole life, okay? Get that out of your head. It's not the be all and end all. You're going to have other opportunities. You can have a dessert now and you can not have one now and have one in 3 months' time, 3 weeks' time, 3 days' time, whatever. You do not have to be like that gif of Patrick from SpongeBob when he's like that and like all the stuff's coming into his mouth. Like you don't need it. So choose your main and something else. Number 6. This is really important. So the next day, the scale will probably go up, okay? And this is why I get my clients to weigh every single day, unless they've got an eating disorder. They weigh every day because your weight is going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to fluctuate. And this is normal. Thoughts on Taylor Swift? I love her. Okay, that's random, but I'm going to answer your questions as they pop up. So your fluctuations are going to go up and down. That's absolutely fine. If you're on a period, your weight is good, or due to go on a period, your weight is going to go up. If you ate a lot last night, your scale is going to go up. If you are stressed, your weight is going to go up. If you slept like absolute dog shit last night, your scales are going to go up. Okay, so you do not need to panic. Just be aware that the scales are going to go up the next day. This doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean that you should punish yourself. And that leads me into number 7, which is do not try and burn off the weight that you've gained. It is impossible. The weight that you've gained is not. Guys, I'm not going to let you join my live. Sorry. Stop requesting. You just distracted me. If you gain a pound overnight, there's not a pound of fat. Okay, so you can't then try and burn off a pound of fat. It doesn't work like that. I know people especially in TikTok, have been like, oh, you need a 500 calorie deficit. You do not need a 500 calorie deficit. It's absolute bullshit. It's dangerous. So just, just fucking ignore them. They don't know what to talk about. But you cannot burn off the weight that you've gained. Okay, you can sweat it out. You can dehydrate yourself to get that scale down, but do not try and burn it off. You're not going to do it. You're just going to waste your time. And actually, it's going to put you in a worse position later down the line. Okay, so what you eat and what you burn working out should not be related. Okay, we do not want those lines to cross. They are two very separate camps, and I will always support this idea that you shouldn't interlink them. Okay, you can eat to fuel a workout, but you cannot burn off what you've eaten. Okay, so don't do that. Don't think, oh, Faye said save 200 calories, so I'm just going to burn an extra 200 calories a day. No, I said take them from your nutrition and add them on to Saturday. I did not say burn off 200 calories a day so you can add 1,000 on. Okay, so we really need to make sure that we are not interlinking nutrition and workouts. You can't burn off your food. That's something I didn't understand for ages, working a lot better now. Good, Megan. I'm glad, because it's very confusing. People always say, like, exercise or move more, eat less, and you can't. There's only a certain amount of hours in the day. If you're eating 1,200 calories and someone's saying, well, you need to eat less, I'm not going to eat 1,000 calories, am I? I'm going to die. And if you're already running 10 kilometers a day, you're not then going to go, okay, I'll just throw in another 5K. It's going to take me an extra 20 minutes. Well, so what? Because it takes up so long. It's going to take up so long. How do you know how much time should be spent working out? It depends where you're at. So I would recommend going up one from where you're at the minute. For example, if you currently work out 5 times and you've got a goal, 5 times should be enough, to be honest. But if you wanted to, you can bump it to 6. If you work out once a week, go twice. Once you're always going once a week, okay? You need to be going consistently once a week for 3 to 4 weeks. Once you've done that, then you can go twice a week for 3 to 4 weeks. Once you've done that 3 times and build it up like that. So yeah, as a beginner, start from 1 to 2. You can go twice, is absolutely fine. Steps are going to be more important. So guys, yeah, and on that day as well, when you go for a meal, I don't know if any of you guys know internationally in Wales, because I've got like a lot of international people watching as well, but in Wales internationally, there is Cattle & Co, and I love it there. But the first time I went, my eyes were bigger than my belly for sure. And over it, I had a bloody good time. You know, I had dessert, I had the starter, I had the side, I had everything, non-alcohol obviously. But then I felt so full that I was like, if I get in this car on the back, I'm literally going to throw up. And all this, I'm going to like retaste all this barbecue stuff. So what we did is we went for like a little walk around the dock there. So this is really important as well. If you can, obviously if you're going on a night out, then you probably don't want to go for a walk straight after. But if you're going for a meal, maybe you can go for like a 10-minute walk after you eat. And that's going to help with digestion. It's going to help with mood, mental health, and it's going to help you just generally like digest and feel better across the board. So Tay all the way from Dubai. Yeah, international. Cool. So guys, they are my like 7 tips for not tracking. So first of all, if you've missed it, I'm going to do a quick recap. Tay, I will talk about that in a sec for you. So the first one is know the value of your meal. Is it something you're going to do regularly, or is it like a one-off? If it's a one-off, just have what you bloody want, guys. Like, don't freak out about it. You're not a bad person because you've gained weight. You're not a bad person because you ate chocolate. Like, I literally just had a chocolate donut. And I've got some fried doughs in my bag as well. So, like, it doesn't make me, you're terrible. It doesn't make me a bad person. It fits in my calories. I can do what I want. None of your business, guys. You can't judge me. So, number 2 is eat low-calorie, high-protein meals in the day that you're going to go out for food. So try and aim for 1 to 2, probably 2, aim for 2 meals in the day, like a low calorie, so take some of the yolks out, omelette, or what else did I say? You could have like a chicken salad or something like that. That's going to be fine. Had a few meal invites in the next few. So good. I'm glad, Tori. I hope it helps. Number 3, calorie cycling. So you can take off the calories from your allocated nutrition across the week and then add it on to Saturday. Now, what I would say, guys, is if you're eating very low calories, if you're eating under 1600, I would not recommend cutting these and banking them. I would just be sensible on that night out and work on reverse dieting out. So you're hitting like 2000 calories plus a day. That's where the majority of my clients are at. We work with them, depending on where they start, we work with our clients to build their calories up so they can eat 2000 calories plus a day. It gives them flexibility to eat what they want, e.g. that's why I can have a fried dough and I can have a chocolate donut, even when I'm trying to lose weight. So that's going to be important. Okay, if you're eating under 1600, I wouldn't, maybe 16 is okay. I wouldn't drop. If you're eating under 15, I wouldn't drop. I wouldn't drop any further, okay? Because we don't want you to eat in 1300. It's a little bit too low. So, okay, cool. Just checking some comments there. That is number 3. Number 4 is go for the grilled meat. As long as you're a meat eater, of course. Apologies if you're veggie. I'm not one. I don't recommend it unless it's for ethical reasons, for health. I wouldn't recommend it. Probably going to get a ton of hate for that, but it's the truth. It is way harder to be healthy and plant-based than it is to be healthy and a meat eater, okay? So I'm going to enjoy the shit. Yes, Scott, I'm looking at you. All the shit I'm going to get in a minute for saying that, but I literally do not care because that's what I stand for. And then I would skip the starter, side, or dessert. Maybe have one of the 3. Have a drink if you want to have a drink as well. Do not expect the scales to stay the same or go down tomorrow. Expect the scales to go up, and that's okay. Say with me, the scales going up does not make me a bad person. Thank you. Nicole, I will answer that in a sec. Give me one more. The next one is the next day, the scale's going up. Do not burn it off, or try to, because you're not going to anyway. Do not burn it off. Do not try and burn the calories off. Do not try and burn the weight off. It is impossible. It's unhealthy, and we don't want to do it. It's a waste of your time, guys. Just get back on track. Get back normal. Don't be like, oh my God, I went up a pound. I'm just going to not eat anything today. Don't be ridiculous. Let's be normal. Let's be healthy women, and just move on. Yes, the scales may have gone up 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, whatever, but it's going to come back down, okay? That's the price you pay. I don't want to say price, but it's the kind of price that you pay to enjoy that time with your family, friends, whoever it's going to be. So they are the main points I've got for you. Now, I've got some questions on TikTok, so I'm going to answer them. First of all, if you want to track, if you do want to track, what I would recommend is, depending on where you're going, a lot of the places will have nutritional advice on the menu or on on their website or something. But if you go into like a pub or something like that, I would just put in Wetherspoons, whatever. So Wetherspoons are obviously very well known in the UK. Don't know what the alternative would be in America. If you're in America, let me know if you're in North America. But yeah, so if you're going to go for like a burger, for example, burger and chips in the Slug and Lettuce or wherever, then you can just pop in like burger and chips, Wetherspoons, and it's going to be similar, guys, okay? It's going to be similar. It's not going to be miles off. Do not think that, oh, this one says it's going to be 3,000 calories and this one says to be 200. I'm going to do the 200 one. Like, that is not the way to success. You're going to be like, oh my God, I only ate 200 calories yesterday. How did I gain all this weight? Okay, so let's be honest. Hey, Scott, you're back. Let's be honest with ourselves. And just pick something that's in the middle, okay? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to move on to these questions. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll stay for you guys. Okay, so the first question we had, let me see on here. I'm always out of energy no matter how much I sleep and eat. Okay, so we're not going to be talking about calories, tracking anymore, guys, or eating out. So if you want to leave, have a good weekend. If you want to stay, fine. Ask some questions. I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm here to help you. So I'm always out of energy no matter how much I sleep or eat. Okay, so if you are always out of energy, there could be a couple of things, probably hormonal, because I know that you're in a young Tay. I think you said you're like 16. Maybe. Did I read that? Oh, no, that's someone else. Amelia. Okay, yeah, I'll talk about Amelia in a minute. Okay, so Tay, oh yeah, so things like if you've got a hormone imbalance, it means that your energy isn't being basically regulated. So your hormones aren't regular, so you're not having the energy flowing throughout. It could also be that if you've got like if you're eating enough, it could be they're eating the wrong stuff. I say wrong when it comes to health rather than like wrong as in that's naughty. But for example, if you are eating chocolate, okay, if you're eating chocolate, your energy is going to go up, and then you have that crash. Okay, you're going to go, yay, I'm really excited, I'm really jumping around, and then it's going to go, oh my god, I could just lay over and sleep right now. So by eating slow releasing carbs, things like vegetables, fruit is like a little bit higher, but fruit's fine as well. Fruit, veg is going to keep it consistent. Also, things like protein and fats are going to help slow down digestion, which means that you're going to have the energy almost dispersed, drip fed, rather than this high and then this crash. Okay, so there's that. It could be circadian rhythm. Your body clock might be out of sync. So if you are on your phone late at night, that could be a problem. If you're on the phone like an hour before you go to sleep, phone, TV, laptop, anything like that that emits a blue light, that is going to disturb your sleep. So you might be sleeping enough, but the quality might be absolute dog shit. So check out a couple of those. It could be lots and lots and lots of different things. So have a little look at those, but they're like the main things. Sleep, stress, it could be stress, and the quality of your food, not just the quantity. Okay, let me go up and see Megan. I think no, not Megan. Amelia, I'm 16 and I struggle with my weight. I constantly hate my weight and don't know what to do. Okay, so you can't hate your weight because it didn't do anything to you. Okay, so we need to like take away the judgment of ourselves based on how much we weigh, because guys, you don't know how much I weigh. Although you will have if you saw my live the other day, because I told you. I told you my goals. But you don't know. And so if you don't know my weight, you don't know whether I'm a good or bad person, like based on the weight, you know? You could be like, oh my God, she's 180 pounds. That makes her a bad person. Or, oh my God, she's 112 pounds. That makes her a bad person. Like, there's not a good or bad person. It doesn't change your personality based on your weight. Okay, so if it's your body that you don't like, a couple of things you can do. You can stop weighing for a start. Like, you know, I recommend that all my clients do, but some people it just messes with their head a little bit too much, so I just recommend that they don't do it. Take progress pictures. But you are so young, Amelia. Like, it breaks my heart to see someone so young really upset about their weight. So what I would recommend is just start walking, concentrate on your health. Okay, go for health. Be like, I'm going to go out, I'm going to get good sleep, I'm going to drink my water, I'm going to hit my protein, I'm going to eat enough. Okay, I don't know where you are from. I'm not sure what the sort of laws or rules are about lifting weights, but 16 is a good time to start lifting weights as well. So you could definitely just head to the gym and start getting strong. That will help you feel more confident inside. And because you feel in your body, because you're sleeping well, because you're becoming a badass at the gym, like, they're all going to make you feel really good about yourself. Another thing is try to limit, guys, this is so ironic. Like, try to limit your social media consumption, especially people that make you feel unworthy. So if there's someone that you follow and they're like, every time you look at them, you're like, oh my God, I hate myself. Oh my God, I'll never be like that. And you feel shit about yourself, unfollow them. Do yourself a favor, just unfollow them or mute them or something. Like, please don't compare yourself to anyone else. You are so young. You've got a long way to go and you can become whoever you want. So don't judge yourself based on your weight, okay? I can see you follow me as well. So hopefully you're going to start feeling a little bit more positive about yourself. What Taylor Swift songs do I like? Most of them. Okay, I've done that one. PCOS nutrition advice. Oh, that's a deep one, Nicole. So basically the science, guys, I'm still not going to let you join. Apologies. The science is the same of the law of thermodynamics. You have to have to be in a deficit to lose weight, okay? So that does not mean you have to eat less and move more, which I mentioned earlier on. You could literally build up the deficit through activity, as in your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. So if you've got a higher muscle mass, your metabolism's higher. So that would be one way of doing it. PCOS does make it more difficult to lose weight. It does not make it impossible, though. The biggest influence on PCOS is stress. Actually, on any weight loss, guys, I don't care if you've got PCOS or not. I mean, I care, but across the board, stress is the number one deciding factor of whether you're going to gain weight or not. Because think about this, right? You're doing really well on your diet. You're going to the gym. You're doing all this. You're doing all that. And then you're like really stressed. Like you get a text from your partner and they're like, we need to talk. Or you get an email from your boss. They're like, we need to schedule a meeting for tomorrow. You're like, oh shit, what have I done now? You start to stress out, and all of a sudden you reach for the chips, or you reach for the candy, the chocolates, whatever it's going to be, and all of a sudden you're like knuckles deep in a jar of Biscoff or peanut butter, wherever you guys. I don't like peanut butter, but you can see where I'm getting at. That is part of it, okay? So you need to make sure that your stress is as low as possible. And PCOS, obviously the hormonal issues again. So things like sleep, stress, body clock, getting out in daylight, not using your phone the hour before bed. Also not doing a ton of cardio. Like reduce that shit, guys. Like PCOS or not, reduce that cardio. And make sure you're getting a solid lift routine. I mean, your name is Nicole Lift, so I'm assuming you lift anyway, which is positive. It's very, very, very good. So hopefully that helps. Kate Rodriguez. I've seen a video where it says one cheat meal a week is a bad idea, but if you saved your calories all day, would it still knock you out of a deficit? A cheat meal a week is a bad idea. Okay, so a cheat meal a week is neither here or there. It's not a good idea. It's not a bad idea. It doesn't confuse the body. It doesn't confuse the body. Like that's not how it works. So as long as you're still within your weekly calories, as women, we need to be at a monthly calorie thing. Okay. So I know I've spoken about this before, but like the week before your period, your metabolism raises and you can burn an extra few hundred calories a day. So if you did it month to month, it means you have like so you'd have your period, then you'd be on low calories. The middle 2 weeks, maybe you'd be on like low to medium calories. And then the week before your period, you'd be on high calories. Now, if we take a step back and look at this scale, we could add up the total calories across this month, and we could then redistribute that across next month. It is very hard to do that month to month. That's why we do it week to week. And that's why people normally do it day to day, just because it's easier to manage. So if you have a cheat meal once a week, it's fine. Like you don't have to not have one. You don't have to have one. If you do have a cheat meal a week, I would recommend it be on a Wednesday because you're less likely to like binge all day. Whereas if it's a Saturday, you're like, oh, well, it's cheat day. It turns into a day where you're like, I'm just going to have loads of shit for breakfast, cake. Not some cake for breakfast. Then I'm going to have some chips for lunch. And then I'm going to have this Easter egg, even though it's not Easter. I'm going to have an Easter egg, and then I'm going to have pizza, and then I'm going to have a KFC, like because it's a cheat day. Whereas if it's like a Wednesday, you're in work all day, and you're like, okay, well, I'll just have one of those things, okay? So yeah, you can, as long as you stay in a deficit throughout the week, you're going to be okay. But there's nothing wrong with being over your deficit or in a surplus. There's nothing wrong with being in a surplus for a little while and then coming out. That's fine as well. There's nothing, it's not going to ruin your life. Like people are like, I have to lose this weight in 6 weeks. I'm like, why? If someone was holding a gun to your dog's head, then maybe, yeah, I'd be like, flat out, let's lose it. But no one is doing that. So we really need to be kind to ourselves and not basing our life on an imaginary deadline, okay? Okay, so I think that's it, guys. I think I've answered all the questions that I've got. If you have any more, drop them in, and I will answer them. I'm going to stay for like 30 more seconds. 26. Kay, welcome. Welcome, Kay. Yes, so guys, if you saw my first TikTok about calorie counting, do go and watch part 2. It's a bit further down now because it's like been pushed to the bottom of my... I put too many reels up, too many videos basically. So do go and check the second part out. If you're struggling to understand how to create a deficit or what your deficit is, what your maintenance is, keep me posted, drop me a message. We may have something for you. If you have applied to work with us, I am going to get back to you. I am, okay? We've just been bombarded. So we are getting in touch with people who have applied. And that is it. That's all I want to say today, because I'm really thirsty and I'm hungry and I've still got like 700, 900 calories left to eat. So if you need anything, let me know. Drop me a follow over here on TikTok. Drop me a friend request here on Facebook, and hi if you're on YouTube. And that's it. Hope you have a fantastic rest of the week. Have a lovely weekend, and I will speak to you soon.